Welcome back to the Primal Professor. We're in the kitchen. We just got back from a vacation, so this is a major grocery haul. And for those of you who may be new to the channel, we have a keto and carnivore household. I am carnivore, my husband is keto, and my son is heavy meat based. I planted a garden, so I'm going to show you at the end of the video the harvest from my garden, and I will allow myself maybe one serving of veg during harvest season, but I've been carnivore for the last 4 months. And so let's get started. I'll do the keto and carnivore items and the pantry items first. For my husband, who turned diabetic in January, so we're working very hard to reverse that. He's doing well. He lost, I'd say, about 15 pounds, so we're anxious to see his blood work. But he drinks unsweetened iced tea. Now, if you've watched the channel and you've seen my daily spoonfuls, I have to I do my best, let's put it this way, I do my best to keep him keto, but I have, it's his choice. And the one thing he will not give up is his sweet cream and his coffee. Now, if he gets a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, he'll just get heavy cream. But at home, he likes his coffee sweet. And at least this one is skim milk and cream. The worst thing in it, of course, it contains sugar, cane sugar, and carrageenan, but it's better than the soybean oil, so he compromised on that. I am a tea drinker, not a coffee drinker, so I have various forms of tea here. Black tea, I've got decaf English breakfast, decaf Lady Grey, decaf Earl Grey, and that's for me to switch it up a little bit. When we were up in Bar Harbor, they have this great olive oil store. It's called Fiore's, and my husband loves salads, and so for his work lunch, I give him a salad every day. And my son loves this Chipotle olive oil. So I will have olive oil. I would rather cook in olive oil than have a seed oil. But we do a lot of caprese salad I do that a lot for my husband and my son. And now that my tomatoes, I'll show you my tomatoes, I may enjoy a little bit of caprese salad with my dinner. But these are different types of extra virgin olive oils, essentially. They have high polyphenols. And for my husband's salads, I have an organic apple cider vinegar. This is a Gala apple balsamic for the fall. And this one is Italian herb balsamic. So I will sometimes baste our chicken in olive oil. And so that's why I got the Italian herb one. All right, so that's some pantry items. Some other pantry items we have are paprika that I use very frequently on chicken, and garlic powder. Now, what I have started in month 4 is protein modified sparing fast. So there's my high fat meats in here, but I'm also incorporating some low fat proteins. And this is Wild Planet. Also, to get some fish in me, I have Wild Planet albacore. I think it's albacore, wild caught tuna, yes. And then for my pork, I also I like to make a mustard cream sauce, and I use Grey Poupon and heavy cream. It's very simple. So there are some pantry items. Let's see. I will just show you this. I do get magnesium. I got 4 of these. Because my husband takes it as well, and they had a sale, buy 2, get 2 free. And this is magnesium glycinate. It doesn't have that effect on your bowel, really, where if you take citrate, it's going to really make you go to the bathroom pretty quickly. This is glycinate, and it supports muscle health, relaxation, heart, nerve, and bone health. So it's just Nature's Made brand. I've got 4 of those. That should last us 2 months. All right, so some keto items. Let's start with the veggies from the store. I purchased some onions, regular Spanish onion, yellow onions, 1 Vidalia, and a red onion. I plan to make, because I have so many tomatoes, and this is more so for my husband and my son, but some guacamole with the red onion and put a little tomato in that. And I may make a salsa for my son and husband as well. Now, also what I got there's a green pepper. These are regular bell peppers. And the tricolor one. I know there's a little more sugar in here. But what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of each color and some of the green, primarily the green. And one of the things my husband likes is sausage and peppers. And we have a big fair in our area, the Bloomsburg Fair. We didn't get there this year. And he gets a sausage and pepper hoagie. So on occasion, I will buy the 647 bread. Now, it does have a little bit of soybean oil. It's not I've seen worse breads, but again, I kind of try to keep him on that. And once a week, I'll give him a specialty item like sausage and peppers because I don't want him having too many of the buns. But then I make sure he's really low carb the rest of the day. I'll show you those in a little bit. And for his salads, I mostly make them out of romaine lettuce. And I have for football night, so we always like to watch, he works on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Monday nights and Thursday night footballs, we like to watch the game. So I got the very large jalapeno peppers, and I'll stuff them with like a cream cheese and wrap them in bacon and put them on the grill for like a charcuterie board. And as long as I'm in football here, I may as well show you. I got 2 packs of these jumbo wings, first and second section. They're wingettes and drumettes. And these are 20 grams of protein per serving. And wings are fatty too. So this will not be a protein modified sparing day. This will be a refeed day for me, a regular carnivore day. So there's 14 grams of fat in about four servings. So I'll do these on the grill, or I'll broil them, or roast them really high, or I'll do the air fryer. I'm not sure which one. But that's like a game night treat that we'll have. And sometimes I'll make nachos for my son. Now I will take the different colored tri-peppers, cut them in half, and roast them and make nachos instead of chips. Make the nachos out of this little tiny bell peppers for my husband. So I've done that too. And as part of that, again, I have a fair number of avocado here. Now, I have mixed, I'm doing carnivore days and 1 protein modified sparing fast. That has gotten me under the 160 pound mark. Was 159. I have 4 more pounds to go. On vacation, though, I had a cheat item. Every time I go to Bar Harbor, I get a cat paw, which is basically like a biscuit with cinnamon and sugar. I had that, and I had a small slice of blueberry pie. But I walked 20-some thousand steps to make sure I burned off that sugar. But when I was keto, I did incorporate avocado frequently in my diet. All right, so and then also I have button mushrooms. And tonight we're having some grass-fed beef boneless New York strips. So for my husband, and my son, I'll make the sauteed mushrooms with that and the New York strip. Now I notice beef is going up a little bit. So the next thing I bought 3 of these because it was a limited time offer. They are certified Angus beef pot roasts. And now that the fall weather's here, I love to do these on a Sunday. They're with root vegetables, some onion, some celery, and a little bit of carrot. So I have 3 pot roasts there. They're about not quite 3 pounds. So I'll probably invite, my son will be here. He lives close by, so I'll probably invite him for that as well. Now, I did get some chicken, and here's the item I never got before. So I have 2, let me get close up here. I have our store brand whole chicken, okay? This is about 5 pounds, and no antibiotics ever. There's some gimlets maybe there, but it's all natural, locally raised, cage-free. And whatever we don't eat, I will always make a good bone broth. But this is the new item that I never did before, and I heard all about it. And my grandmother used to make pig's feet, but I got some chicken feet here because they're full of collagen. And this is new for me. So this is about 3/4 pound, and it's $2.30, and it's supposed to add a lot of collagen and a lot of flavor. Showed my son, he goes, I don't want any of that, but I'm adding that to the broth after whatever's left over from that chicken carcass. 3 packs of chicken thighs. We love chicken thighs. And what I'll sometimes do, if we eat most of the chicken off the bone on the whole chicken, I will throw 1 or 2 thighs in with it and just cook it really, really slow if I have the time. Now, I can make a really fast, good chicken broth in the pressure cooker and get it done and you would think I was cooking it for a couple days real low and slow. But I have 3 packs of chicken thighs. And I also got in the poultry department, I have very, very lean ground turkey and lean ground turkey, 99% lean and 93% lean. One of my clients told me about turkey feta burgers. And so on my protein sparing modified fast days, I'm going to make a lean turkey burgers out of that. I've not done that before, so I'm going to give that a try. And in that mindset, just to draw some contrast, for my protein sparing modified fast days, the tuna is good. I will also, instead of bacon, I bought myself some Canadian bacon, which it's only 1.5 grams of fat. So I'm keeping it to, I know some people say keep it to 30 grams of fat. I like to hit at least 50 because of I want to make sure even on those protein days, I'm getting enough fat for my vitamins. But I will get these little lean pork tenderloins. I'll eat a whole little tenderloin like this, which again, it's only 4 grams of fat compared to something like the ribs. So this will be a refeed day, a carnivore high-fat day. But on lean days, I will have one of these tenderloins. And again, there's a little bit of fat in there, but I will make my mustard and heavy cream sauce just a little bit. That'll give me some good dairy fat and a little bit of mustard, and it's delicious. It's a great protein day. Let's see. This would be a great for a protein day, is I buy a small butterball turkey breast. So this is an option for that day as well. And of course, if you've been here before, you know my staple is my Weiss brand, local store brand, Applewood bacon. Now, on my protein sparing modified fast days, I will, and even on just my regular carnivore days, I love the Egg Life wraps. And I will make almost like a breakfast burrito with using these. I also make a lasagna, and honestly, you cannot tell that maybe the bottom layer gets a little crispy, but the rest throughout the lasagna, you cannot tell it's not a noodle. It's really, really good. My husband loves that. He always tells me you should show that recipe. What else did I get? Oh, it was, like I said, beef's a little expensive, but they were having a sale on, this is a hardwood smoked ham. We had this before. This is great too for a game day because they can pick on it. My husband and my son, they enjoy that. And we also, I will drink, I don't usually drink milk because on carnivore. I do dairy. I do Greek yogurt, but my husband loves milk, and I get the Fairlife because it's 50% less sugar and 50% more protein. Now, on a day that I go to lift, it's usually not a protein sparing day. I try to not do that on that day. So I will have a protein shake right before I lift. I won't have breakfast, and I'll go lift, and I use Prime Equip vanilla protein. And I've just been making a concerted effort to up my protein anyway. And I'll make it with this because it only has 6 grams of carbohydrates for a cup. And that's what I'll make my shake with. And I know I'm burning those carbs up. And I actually can tell that I do better. I feel better during the workout with those little bit of carbs prior to the workout. Now, I have worked out and did resistance training, fasted as well, and I did fine, but I could just tell the workout goes better. And I did mention that to make my husband the sausage and pepper hoagies, I use the old time 647, 33% fewer calories, 10 grams of fiber. You know, I always tell you to read the ingredients, and I'm not going to lie to you. It's soybean oil, and it has oat fiber. It's a typical keto product, which he doesn't get it very often. But again, if it keeps him on plan, I gotta watch how I proceed with him, or he'll just throw his hands up in the air. So this is our compromise. So I wanted to share with you, these are just the latest tomatoes I pulled from my garden. So the slicing tomatoes, I will make a caprese salad. These small tomatoes, like grape tomatoes, I will put in my husband's salad. I have an heirloom tomato here. Again, a nice slicing one. I have a lot. We love plum tomatoes. So my husband's hungry. He'll go out to the garden and just pick some peppers and some tomatoes, and as a snack, he loves that. He'll do that, and that's a better choice for him. So there are my tomatoes. So I'm really proud of these. I planted a lot of different kinds of peppers. These are cayenne. Here's some red cayennes. I have a lot of banana peppers. These are ones that turn a little orange and red already. I will, as I said, take the fresh mozzarella with the slicing tomatoes and make caprese salad. I will also, let me see where I put it. I will also, these are the cherry peppers. Look how beautiful they are from my garden. And I will stuff them with mozzarella and prosciutto and then put them in olive oil with lots of garlic. And this is great for a charcuterie board. My husband loves to pick on these too. So it's a great keto snack. So also in the garden, we do a lot of peppers. I did a lot of banana peppers. These are really good. A lot of banana peppers with a couple of the hot ones. I also am about to can, I have a bunch of these pepperoncinos. I will can them. It's the first time I'm going to do that. And then I'll have these all winter long for my husband to put on his salads. They use them a lot on antipastos. And I have a lot of chili peppers too, red and green. So I will take the cayenne and the chili peppers, some of them, and I'll dry them really slow in the oven. And then I make crushed peppers out of them. My husband loves them. He's Italian and he puts them on everything. Let's see what other kind of peppers, but my cherry peppers really turned out great. I'm really, really proud. That's from my garden of the cauliflower. I have some cabbage. They're not ready yet, but I made a mistake with the broccoli. I think it kind of went to seed. I was away on vacation and I could save some of it, but the head was pretty, but I didn't pick it in time. But the cauliflower turned out great. So in my garden, I have a lot of cruciferous vegetables. The Brussels sprouts are still growing, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. And then finally, I did very well with the long English cucumbers. They're still producing. And my garden went in at the end of June. So I did very well. This is also another great keto vegetable, celery. Okay, so I grew that. And again, all those leaves, look at these beautiful leaves. They're going to go in the broth and the stock and just give it such amazing flavor. And then finally, I grew these stubby, because I put them in containers, so I didn't think I had enough room to grow carrots. And I left them in there a long time, so it's a very strange shaped carrot. But I think it was growing three different directions. But I will also put this in the stock for flavor, but this is great with, I'll slice them up and I'll be able to freeze some. I have a lot of them. I'll also put them in with my pot roast. So the celery, the onion, and the carrots in the pot roast. So that's a lot of, oh, and before I forget, I almost forgot. So in regards to the dairy, we have heavy cream for some sauces, the fresh mozzarella, the prosciutto and mozzarella I told you about. I have blue cheese on my carnivore day. When I'm carnivore, I love the blue cheese with the steak. It just really adds a pop of flavor and elevates it. And I also have various Sargento cheeses to put with eggs, with the ham sandwich, on burgers. So Colby Jack, Pepper Jack, Provolone, aged cheddar, and a lot of the Mexican cheese with our eggs. And like I said, I love the blue cheese with my steak. And then finally, several dozen of Vital Farm pasture-raised eggs. So it was a big one. This should last us a while. This should get us, you know, when you eat carnivore and there's a lot of meat. I know I didn't buy ground beef. I don't like it at the store. I like it at another store better. So that's why you don't see it here today, but I'll pick that up at the other store. And I'll also pick up Greek yogurt at the other store, and cottage cheese. So that's our carnivore keto grocery haul. I hope I gave you a few ideas. Oh, and finally, I did mention the Fairlife milk. I don't want to miss this point. If I do on my protein sparing modified fast days, I'm going to do a video dedicated to that. But I will have a Primal protein shake that day as well to help me meet the protein requirements. And I will use almond milk. I don't like to, but I don't want the carbs. So this has less carbs, so I will do it if I do it on a protein sparing day, I'll use almond milk with my protein shake. And I'll do a video about that. It's an amazing tool and it's worked very well for me. I almost forgot. This is something that I love to incorporate on my carnivore diet. And it's great for a PSMF day. It's haddock fillets, and they come frozen, and it's just easier to purchase them in bulk because I'll have them maybe once a week, and I just make it with brown butter. It's delicious. And if I'm limiting my fat that day, if it's a protein sparing day, I'll try to lower my fat the rest of the day and still enjoy the brown butter on here. And so I think that wraps it up. That's our keto haul. I hope this was inspiring for you, that you can have someone who's not keto or carnivore, somebody who I'm carnivore and my husband's keto, and we can all live in the same household and just add or delete depending on what your specific needs are. All right, so I hope I gave you some ideas and hopefully maybe inspired you to consider, if you're keto, your own veggies. Again, I am retired. I had a much smaller garden when I was working, but it brought me a lot of joy. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.